Ello has been hyped as the biggest, newest, most exciting social network. You need an invite to join, which means that not everyone has access to it right away. I was fortunate enough to get an invite about a month ago. I've had some time to play around on the application. What I'd like to do is show you what it is and how it works, and also share some of my thoughts on it. So, first of all, when you log into Ello, you'll see here, I can see basically a news feed, which is content from, in this case I clicked the lightning bolt, but I can see content from what's considered noise, which are people that I follow that that maybe I don't want to hear everything that they say. You can see here I've not added anyone to the noise list, and I can also see what my friends are posting. So one of the things that you'll notice right away is, first of all, I don't have a lot of friends, and second of all, they aren't really posting very much. One of the things that I did when I first joined Ello was just look around to say, okay, how many people have a following on here? Are people getting a lot of use out of it? David Armano, who I've known for many years, has a huge following on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere else. Has about 132 followers on Ello, despite being on it for about a month. And so what that shows you is that people aren't very active on this platform yet. So let's start with a quick overview, what it is, how it works. Similar to other social networks, you add friends and you see what your friends are posting in your newsfeed. What Ello has been boasting is that they have a very simple, straightforward layout, which they do. There's really not much to it. The other thing is there's no ads. The biggest thing that they talk about is when they display your newsfeed to you, everything is chronological. So Facebook, you'll know, determines what you see based on an algorithm. With Ello, they're just showing you everything that people are posting. So it's not very sophisticated. So basically, you can look at your newsfeed, and you can go out to Discover where you can find new people to follow. The biggest challenge with discovering is it's actually very difficult to find the people that you want to find. So I can come into this Discover and just kind of look at generally what people are talking about, but it's actually very difficult to go and find your friends and figure out what they're doing or connect with them. So overall, there's really not much to it. I can adjust my settings. I can invite people to join. You can see my settings here. I can invite people to join. I can add a cover image. But there really isn't all that much to this social network. As we look at the feature set, it really is very limited. So what's all the hype about? Well, really, when we look at it, I think the hype is just that it's a new social network and people were looking for something to talk about. If you actually look at what it can do, it can't do very much. If we look at what they're looking to build, you can see they've built a handful of things, and most of the stuff they've built is basic functionality. If we look at coming soon, though, there's a lot of stuff in the coming soon that you would expect for most social networks to have. The other thing that I'll say is I actually find it very difficult to navigate and find the functionality that I want. So as you've probably noticed, I've spent some time on it, but even just in playing with it, despite the fact that it doesn't let you do a lot, it's not necessarily easy to find things that you're looking for. So you can see here, this is where I can add a status update. I can upload an image to go along with it. And share a status update. My friends, all 8 of them, will then see that status update. And then I can go and try and find new people, but it's very, very difficult to find people on this social network. So my suggestion, if you've heard the hype and been dying for an invite, you can go ahead and get an invite if you're really interested in it. But my suggestion is hold off. After the initial wave of excitement, very few people have continued to talk about this site or shown a lot of interest in it. At the end of the day, it's not very active. As you can see, even when I look at my own news feed, I'm only following 7 people, but they are all social media people, and you can see none of them are really participating and posting. Everyone wanted to check it out when it launched. It really has no functionality. It's not easy to operate, and we know that social networks only work when your friends are there. So there's a quick overview for Ello.